Wow, that was fast, guys. It just jumped right there. Didn't even do the 1, 2, 3. That is crazy. Oh my goodness. I don't believe this. This is fantastic. Hold on. I'm going to get up here and get something real fast. Nope, it's not going to let me. It's going to cut the screen off. Hello, how you doing? Pleased to have you join. Hello, hello, hello. Okay. Today is Tuesday, the 18th. Wow. You know what? This month is going by so darn fast. I just don't know what to do with it. It's going by way too fast. I want to enjoy my time. And I'm finding that, you know, they always say the older you get, the faster time goes. I am beginning to believe that. Totally true. Hello, guys. Thank you for joining. So, and it's just like everything is going by so quickly. It's the middle of September. And we're getting ready for Halloween in October. I mean, crazy, 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 crazy. But today, the 18th, guess what day it is? Come on, I know you guys probably know. Guys always know. Carnivore Day, you know. National Hamburger Day. Can you believe that? Yeah, it's National Hamburger Day, and a lot of places will be giving discounts, I'm sure, for National Hamburger Day. Just like on Donut Day, you can go into certain places and get a donut for half price or buy one, get one free or something like that. So if you like hamburgers, then you might want to look around and see if there is a place in your town that is doing a special, sorry about that, for National Hamburger Day. Amazing, isn't it? We want everyone to be able to enjoy everything that's offered to us. And sometimes if you buy one, you get one free, or, you know, whatever, you know, it's great. Javier, what do you want me to call you for? I don't know. I don't know what to call you for. So, as you've seen by my header up here, today we're going to talk about where's the time go? We all have 24 hours a day. It's a gift from God. We all have 24 hours in our day. And what we do and how much we accomplish and what we get done all depends upon us, how we use our time. And how we use it is the key to any type of success or anything that, you know, you want to get done. And I'm sorry I have to look down. I got this new camera here, guys. And I know you're supposed to look into the camera here, but I can't see my screen if I look into the camera. So I apologize for that. I have to get used to this new camera. We'll see what, oh, hold on. Let me turn off the CMT. And you guys don't want to see the music, right? Let me see. Hold on. I'm trying to. There we go. Okay. So, who has a great idea on what we can do for time? To use our time wisely, to use our time to our benefit, to use our time not just for work, but for recreation, to have fun, to use our time for everything that we want to do. You know, if you have a home business, you have a little bit more flexibility with your time than if you are trading time for money. And that's, thank you. I appreciate that, guys. If you have a job, which is an honorable way to have an income, it's very honorable. You trade time for money. So basically your time that you have, let's see, usually it's about, depending on how far you are from your job or your workplace, if you're, you know, 30 minutes, depending on traffic, it could be an hour, 2 hours, depending on where you're going. So depending on that, you could be, you know, out like 9 hours a day, maybe 10 for the job. If you're working, you know, 8-hour day, it could be, you know, you're going, and this is what my experience has been. If you are going and you're out gone like 9 or 10 hours a day, so then that's, you know, that's a good part of your day. You've only got 14 hours left. What do? Well, you have to sleep and you have to, you know, spend time with the family. So it's very little time there. So yeah, so it gets you I'm sidetracked to where, okay, I've only got this much time. So how do I spend it wisely? So if you do have a 9 to 5 and maybe you work, mid shift or, late shift or whatever your shift is, it's the same amount of time. So what I found out is even though I only have X amount of time in my day, it's how I choose to work it and how I choose to make things come together for me that is the benefit, not just for myself, but for the people that I love and the people around me. And I find that I have to adjust my time for my business, for the family, and for my team. I have to adjust my time for all of these areas. And so I'm looking at, and I like to sleep. Don't get me wrong. I love sleep. It is my best friend. I wish I had a lot of it. And you know what? Some days you get more, some days you get less. It's just the way it goes, right? We have to be flexible for that part. But where your time goes is basically up to each one of us individually. Thank you. And how we spend it says a lot about how organized we are and how frugal we are with everything else that we're doing. So we have to keep all of this in mind. And as you know, anyone that is on my team or listens to me on a regular basis knows that I am fairly organized and I have a schedule of things that I do every morning. So as I go through my morning routine and I do everything that I do in my morning routine, it's very, very important. And I can't help but look down because my screen is there. That I do all of these things, and it's not just for me, but it's to focus so that I can help more and more people if I'm focused. Do you find that to be true too? That if you are focused and yet you are flexible in what you're wanting to do or are doing, then there's so much more you can do and you can put more value into that 24 hours. And you could have more time to do what you want to do and to have time to spend with the people you love. It's flexibility. For me personally, I love working from home. I love my job. I love helping people. That is a passion for me to be able to do that. And I am blessed to have this opportunity in my life to be able to focus and to help so many people to grow a home business, to get that flexibility, to have that financial freedom. And that's another webinar altogether, financial freedom. There's so many loopholes in that that's not even funny. But right now it's all about time. And I find even with my scheduling of putting out myself every day, I put out, the things I do every single day. And then, of course, I break it down to the day. But then there's days that I have other things that I need to get done. So I have, there's webinars that I need to host. There's webinars I need to attend. So I'm always learning. Every day I'm learning something new. Because if I'm not learning something new every day, I'm not exercising my brain. And if I'm not exercising my brain, my body, my whole being, then where am I at? I'm stagnant. I'm not moving forward. And how many people can I help if I am not moving forward? How many people can I encourage to take that step, to be able to grow that business, to be able to take the necessary steps to make it happen? I would go nowhere, and that would be no help to anyone. And that would be devastating for me personally, because the big part of my career, my job, my whole being here is that I'm able to help people. I'm able to give it and pay it forward on a daily basis. And by helping so many of you out there to get the lifestyle that you want, to have the security that you want, and to spend time with your families is the most important thing ever. And that is a big chunk of my time. So if I have to adjust my scheduling to make time to help more people, or to help, if I help 10 more people a day, then I have to adjust my time. I have to adjust my scheduling that I've set for myself. Again, I work for myself, so nobody sets a schedule for me, only me. But it just depends on what I want to get done. And that's the same for you. As you're going through your day, and regardless if you have a job or if you are doing something else, working from home, or maybe you're retired and you're not working from home. Oh, that's not very nice. Then you have much more opportunity to make a change. It's all up to you. Your time is very important. And like I said, we all have the same amount of time, 24 hours in a day. So what do? We break it down into niches, into tidbits of what we can do or what we can't do, right? Exactly. That's the only thing we can do, is to break it down. Now, if you have the job, then you have a boss, a supervisor, someone owns a company, or, whatever that might be, that is telling you what you need to do every day. And sometimes it's repetitive. There's certain things you need to do to open, certain things you need to do, have done before lunchtime. There's certain things you need to do when you close. There's always certain things that need to be done, and that's all part of the time thing. You'll notice that when you have a job and you have a supervisor, things are more structured, right? Well, I talk to a lot of people that are starting a home business. They're just getting started. And one of the biggest things that I find is a conundrum for people is they have this free time, they think, and they can do whatever they want, but yet they wonder why their business isn't growing, why the revenue is not coming in. It's because if you don't break it down to where you're doing certain things every day, it has to be consistent. It has to be repetitive. It has to keep going whatever direction you are wanting it to go. It's a given, right? It's just, there's only so many ways you can go around it and say, if you want this in your life, if you want to create this, if you want to have this, then therefore you are going to have to do this or that or this or that. It's so simple. And I tell people this every day when I talk to people that are just getting started. And it's a big change when you go from, even in school, whether you have a job or maybe you can remember back to when you were in school, and it was all structured. There were certain things to do on certain days at certain times. It's structure. And so if you're going through those dilemmas and going through all these different phases of your life, then maybe you need to go back to that structure, go back to that part of your life where everything was put in place, and then you can take off from there and adjust it as you need to, because you are in control of your life. You are in control of whatever you have coming into your life, whatever you are having done or you're succeeding at or not succeeding at. It's all about you and what you're doing to create that. You are the creator of your lifestyle, and you are the author of your story. So what do you want your legacy to be? Do you want your legacy to be, well, oh, grandma, grandpa, whomever, your story is about, yourself, of course, was always thinking about this and going to do that, but it never came together. Or, oh my gosh, they're so awesome. They put it in place and they just did everything they had to do, to make it come together, to make it happy. So it's all up to you. But again, we're all given the same 24 hours in a day. And as we go through our days, and sometimes we just need a little nudge. Sometimes we just need a little help to get on a path, to get a system worked out. And that is perfectly fine. If you need help getting a system worked out, I suggest get a hold of someone that does the systems. Get a hold of someone that's organized. Get a hold of someone that can help you to create the system that you need. But I strongly suggest whatever you decide to do in your 24 hours, whether, like say, whether you have a business or whether you work for somebody else or whether you have an online business, it doesn't matter. There's always a structure to your time. It's very important that everyone realizes that time is very important, and you only get 24 hours a day. That's it. And then the whole clock starts over. It's almost like a Groundhog Day. It just starts over and just, but it's not the same thing. Unless, of course, you're doing the same thing where you're not being successful, or you're just repeating. That happens too, and we don't do it consciously. It's usually done unconsciously. So keep all this in mind, because it's really important for you as an individual, all of you out there, that you take your 24 hours and you use it to the best of your ability. Again, do not be afraid to ask for help. If you're having a problem getting your structure down and getting your system down, maybe you need to put out ads. Maybe you need to get structured into where you have so much time to talk to people. You have leads coming in. What are you doing about that? These people could be joining your team. What are you doing? Are you just ignoring it? Are you just not letting it happen? What are you doing? That's a big question. So as you're asking yourself these questions, what can I do? How can I make this happen? Like I said, if you need help, go to someone you're comfortable with, go to a mentor you have, or whomever you have that can help you with this, okay? Because it is really vitally important that you use your 24 hours to the best of your ability. Okay, guys? So I am going to call this a day here, because I've got a lot on my plate again today. I've just got so much just overwhelming me. It's just so much greatness coming. And it's just amazing how many awesome people there are out there in the world that appreciate and just love to just get together and help each other. So that is a big plus for me. So as we close out this day, this morning, I should say, remember, it's National Hamburger Day. So if you like hamburgers, if you like ground beef, then by all means, go find a place that is maybe doing an awesome sale or something like that, and you can get a good deal. Okay, guys, I will chat with you all later, and I wish you the best in your day. And thank you so much, everyone who joined that found value in this. Please like and share this video. And please, let's don't use bad language, because it really bums Facebook out when they see this come on. And their algorithm really is not happy with it. Okay, guys, I appreciate your time. Thank you so much for joining. And I will see you later. Happy Hamburger Day. Okay, bye-bye. Okay.